There is a very simple fruit that many people think is only good for boiling, cooking in soups, or using as a filler food. Yet it has a surprisingly deep impact on the health of older adults, especially when it comes to nighttime urination and creatinine levels. Two issues most people over 50 quietly struggle with. It sounds unbelievable, doesn't it? But many people who used it correctly have reported sleeping through the night, significantly reduced bathroom trips, a lighter, more comfortable body, better appetite, and a calmer, more relaxed mind. What surprised me the most is that many people assumed this was just a folk remedy. But once you understand the mechanism inside the body, you realize it actually makes a lot of sense. With just a small amount each day, this fruit can help soothe the gut, calm bladder irritations, and extend deep, uninterrupted sleep. And as we enter middle age, when the kidneys weaken and hormones shift, these natural methods of caring for ourselves become more valuable than ever. Today, I want to share a secret that has been circulating widely: green bananas. Can they really reduce nighttime urination and help keep creatinine stable? Or is it simply an exaggerated belief many people are holding onto? The special thing is, there's no need for medication, no expensive supplements. When we understand the right way to use it, the body can begin to rebalance and recover naturally. This video is definitely worth watching until the end. I will explain why green bananas are completely different from ripe bananas, why they may influence creatinine levels, and how to use them properly for real results. And if you find this kind of sharing helpful, please consider giving me a like and subscribing to the channel. It truly motivates me to bring you more daily tips for a healthy, joyful, peaceful life. Now let's begin. Cherry blossom. My dear friends, before we understand why so many people recommend green bananas for nighttime urination and creatinine issues, we first need to understand what creatinine actually is. Creatinine is not a toxin, it's simply a natural byproduct created when our muscles work each day. The more lean muscle we have and the more we move, the more creatinine is produced. After that, the kidneys filter creatinine through the glomeruli and release it through urine. In younger adults, this process is effortless and consistent, which is why creatinine levels stay within a safe and stable range. But after middle age, everything starts to shift. Our muscle mass gradually decreases, metabolism slows down, and circulation is no longer as strong as before. The kidneys, one of the most delicate organs in our entire body, begin to face pressure from many directions: years of high-protein eating, lack of sleep, chronic stress, low-grade inflammation from the gut or liver, or simply not drinking enough water during the day. When these factors accumulate, the kidneys' filtering efficiency may drop slightly, causing creatinine to rise even though the kidneys are not truly damaged. What many people don't know is that creatinine doesn't rise only because kidneys are weak. In many older adults, creatinine goes up simply because the body is experiencing silent inflammation, a quiet form of inflammation in the gut, liver, or blood vessels that interferes with the body's waste filtering process. Or it may happen because the bladder is irritated. Frequent nighttime urination disrupts sleep, leaving the body fatigued, slowing circulation, preventing the kidneys from resting properly, which can make creatinine tick upward. On top of that, many people drink very little water during the day but then drink a lot before bed. This overfills the bladder, increases nighttime urination, and temporarily disrupts kidney filtration. During this phase, creatinine may rise slightly in lab results, but it does not necessarily mean the kidneys are seriously damaged. Once lifestyle habits are corrected, creatinine often returns to normal. Because creatinine is affected by so many internal factors, natural methods have emerged to help improve the body's internal environment. And this is why you often hear people mention green bananas. Green bananas do not act directly on the kidneys, they primarily act on the gut, on silent inflammation, and on how the body absorbs nutrients. By calming and regulating the digestive system, They indirectly support the body's overall detoxification process. So when we understand that creatinine is not simply about weak kidneys, but rather the entire waste management system being influenced, it becomes clear why people turn to green bananas, not as a kidney medicine, but as a natural way to support balance from within. My dear friends, to understand why so many people turn to green bananas as a way to reduce nighttime urination and stabilize creatinine levels, we need to look a little deeper inside the body. Any natural remedy only truly works when we understand the mechanism behind it. And the surprising truth is this: the real benefit of green bananas has very little to do with the banana itself, and everything to do with what happens inside the gut, the microbiome, the nervous system, and the body's level of silent inflammation. When a banana is still firm and unripe, it contains something called resistant starch. This type of starch is different from regular starch. It isn't digested in the small intestine. Instead, it travels intact to the large intestine, where trillions of beneficial bacteria are waiting to feed on it. When resistant starch meets these good bacteria, they produce a very important substance called butyrate, a short-chain fatty acid known for soothing the intestinal lining, reducing inflammation, calming irritation, and restoring the gut's protective barrier. Why is this so important? Because when the gut is inflamed, even silently inflamed, nerve signals in the lower abdomen, especially the nerves connected to the bladder, become overstimulated. Even a small change in gut movement or abnormal fermentation can trigger the bladder to react, sending you to the bathroom repeatedly, especially at night when the body should be resting. Many people think they have a bladder issue or even a kidney issue, when in reality the root cause sits in the gut, in the imbalance of the internal microbiome. The resistant starch in green bananas helps correct this imbalance. When the gut calms down, the bladder calms down. When the bladder stops contracting non-stop, nighttime urination decreases, sleep becomes deeper, and the kidneys finally get the proper rest they need, instead of working overtime to filter urine through the night. Beyond resistant starch, green bananas also contain pectin, a soluble fiber that helps stabilize blood sugar, reduce fat absorption, and form a gentle protective gel inside the intestines. This gel reduces the flow of toxins into the bloodstream, easing the burden on the kidneys. When waste products from the gut decrease, the kidneys don't have to filter as aggressively, which is why creatinine levels often settle back into a safe range, provided the issue is functional imbalance and not true kidney damage. Many people ask, why not just eat ripe bananas instead? The answer lies in the ripening process. Once a banana ripens, nearly all its resistant starch turns into simple sugars. At that point, ripe bananas no longer feed beneficial bacteria, no longer produce butyrate, no longer calm inflammation, and can even cause bloating or raise blood sugar in some individuals. Ripe bananas are great for quick energy, but they do not support bladder reflex regulation or creatinine balance the way green bananas do. The most important message I want you to remember is this: green bananas do not act directly on the kidneys. They act on the gut, the microbiome, the inflammation level, the bladder nerves. When those four areas regain balance, the body naturally resets its rhythm, from digestion to sleep to kidney function. And this internal reset is the real reason why so many people notice deeper sleep, fewer nighttime bathroom trips, and more stable creatinine levels after consistently using green bananas. So when you compare green bananas to ripe bananas, the biggest difference isn't sweetness or texture, it's their ability to reduce silent inflammation and rebuild the ecosystem inside the gut. Something ripe bananas simply cannot do. My dear friends, for green bananas to truly work, we have to use them correctly. It's not about eating a lot, it's about eating the right amount in the right way. For middle-aged and older adults, the body processes resistant starch more slowly, so just a small daily amount is enough to nourish the microbiome and soothe the digestive tract. The ideal amount for most people is 1/3 to half of a green banana per day. It may seem like very little, but consistency allows the body to absorb the benefits far better than eating too much at once. Green bananas should never be eaten raw, because their sap content is still high, which can irritate the stomach, cause bloating, and even reverse the benefits. It's best to cook them so the sap reduces, the fibers soften, and the resistant starch can move gently into the large intestine. You can boil, steam, or add them to a vegetable soup. Any gentle cooking method is fine, as long as you avoid frying or cooking them with oil, because oil interferes with the activity of resistant starch and increases the chance of bloating. What's interesting is that resistant starch in green bananas works most effectively when eaten around midday or early afternoon. During that time, the small and large intestines are highly active, and the gut bacteria are working at their peak. If you eat it late at night, digestion slows, fermentation takes longer, and you may feel heavy while the benefits for nighttime urination noticeably decrease. A small but extremely important tip to support deeper sleep and reduce nighttime bathroom trips is to keep dinner very light. Avoid greasy foods, reduce red meat, and especially limit water intake after 7 p.m. Drink enough to stay comfortable, but don't drink large amounts before bed, because that fills the bladder quickly, makes the kidneys work harder, and significantly reduces the effectiveness of the green banana routine. When you combine daily green bananas, a light evening meal, and proper timing for water intake, you'll notice a calmer gut, less pressure in the lower abdomen, a less reactive bladder, and a much deeper, more restful sleep. This is the correct way to use green bananas, aligned with the body's natural rhythm, to maximize all the gentle yet powerful benefits this humble fruit has to offer. My dear friends, although green bananas are gentle and suitable for many people, they are not for everyone. I want to be completely honest so you can avoid any misunderstandings. The first group who must be cautious are those with moderate to severe kidney failure, or anyone undergoing regular dialysis. Green bananas are excellent for the gut, but they contain a significant amount of potassium. When the kidneys are weak, their ability to remove potassium drops sharply. Eating too many potassium-rich foods can cause potassium levels in the blood to rise dangerously, putting the heart at risk. For this group, any high-potassium food, including green bananas, should only be used if a doctor approves it. The second group includes those whose doctors have already advised limiting potassium intake, even if the lab results show only a slight imbalance. Once potassium restriction is recommended, it's important to follow that guidance to avoid placing extra burden on the kidneys. Another group who should be careful are those with sensitive stomachs, active gastritis, stomach ulcers, or frequent bloating and acid reflux. While green bananas offer many benefits, their high-resistant starch content may cause discomfort if the stomach is inflamed or if gut motility is weak. It may lead to heaviness or digestion issues. People with sensitive stomachs can still use them, but they should cook the bananas until very soft. Start with small amounts, and observe how their body reacts over the first few days. Additionally, those experiencing prolonged diarrhea, intestinal infections, or currently on strong antibiotics should pause green bananas temporarily. During these times, the gut microbiome is disrupted and needs to stabilize before resistant starch can be used to feed beneficial bacteria. Introducing it too soon can cause more discomfort instead of improvement. So even though green bananas are natural and very gentle, it's still essential to understand your own body before using them. The most important thing is to listen to yourself. If after a few days you feel lighter, digest better, sleep deeper, and notice fewer nighttime bathroom trips, that's a good sign your body is responding well. But if you feel bloated, uncomfortable, or fatigued, it's best to pause, adjust, or explore another method that suits you better. Understanding correctly, using correctly, and observing correctly is the key to receiving all the benefits of green bananas without harming your health. My dear friends, I'm sharing green bananas today not for you to view them as a miracle cure, but to show that simple everyday ingredients, when used properly, can support the body in ways we often underestimate. Nighttime urination improves not because of one fruit, but because the body's internal environment begins to rebalance, the gut calms. Silent inflammation decreases, the bladder becomes less reactive, the kidneys finally rest, and creatinine has the chance to return to a stable range. Green bananas are just one small piece of this puzzle, but they sit in the right place to help everything flow more smoothly. The most important thing is to listen to your body day by day. If after using green bananas for a while you feel your lower abdomen easing, your sleep deepening, and your nighttime awakenings decreasing, that's a very encouraging signal. If your body doesn't seem to agree, you can reduce the amount, change the preparation method, or pause to find a more suitable approach. I would truly love for you to share in the comments how your nighttime urination is right now, and whether you've tried any methods that worked well for you. Your experiences not only help me understand you better, but also guide many others who are looking for answers for their own health. And if this is your first time visiting the channel, I warmly invite you to give me a like and subscribe. Your support gives me the motivation to continue bringing you gentle, meaningful guidance for healthier, happier, and more peaceful living each day. Thank you so much for spending your time here. I wish you good health, deep sleep, and quiet peace in every moment of life. Cherry Blossom.